So let us go with Python installation. So Python installation, you can do it from python.org. So python.org is the website for downloading this Python software. So if you select Windows, generally Mac or other platforms, any platform you can select, and if you click on download, so the software will be downloaded. If you open that, just to click on that, double click on that, it will be installed automatically by clicking next, 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 like that. So like that, the Python software is installed. After getting installed, so just I am opening that particular ideally. So if you open this, it will be like this, and you can print simple word print. Hello. Hello, how are you?
Sir, go on, you are audible.
Yes. Hello, how are you? Thank you, sir. Hello, how are you? Okay. So this is a simple hello world program in Python. So you can see how simple it is, Python. So there is no main function, there is no nothing, no hell of things to type anything. Just simply whatever you want, that line only you can directly typing and getting the work done. This much simple is Python. So no headache or no anything. That's why Python is simple. So you can see it lively how that is happening. Python, very simply we are typing and we are getting the output. So is that clear to all? So please type it. Please respond with chat. Is it clear to all? Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, okay. So many IDs are opened. You see, by mistake, so many instances of same thing got opened. So, like this, hello world, you can type. Now, how to create a variable? What are the rules for creating the variables? What is a variable? Variable is a temporary storage location where you can store some values. So what are the rules for naming the variables? Variable name must start with a letter. Variable name should not have spaces. Variable name should not start with a number. If you start with 7x, this is wrong. If you type x7, this is okay. So some rules, at least 3-4 rules are there that if you follow, you can create variables. Now, if you anybody asking to join? Okay. Oh. What happened yesterday? Where all the people went? Around 120 strength is there. Where they are not able. Okay. Okay. Like this, you can. Like this, you can create variables. Now the x7. Now it is a valid variable. Now 7x, it is not valid. 7x is not valid. So x is equal to some value 123 or something. Then the variable is created. There is no need of declaring the variables or doing anything hell in the Python. So no need of any declaration or anything. Just you can print it. Print x. Now, if you say print x, it will be printed. So easily, so simple manner, you can do the work in Python. There is no hell, no headache, no anything, no problems at all. You understand this? This is very, very, very simple and easy language. That's why many lakhs of people, crores of people in the world are learning and earning also. Many Python programmers are there in the throughout the world. They are learning Python and earning on Python because it is very simple and easy with plenty of library for every domain in the world. So that's why it is easy to learn and easy to earn also in Python. So this is the simple way you can type it that x variable, just assign some value, that variable gets created and you can utilize it. There is no issue, no problem in the in this language. Okay, is there any problem? Okay, now please understand this. And next, okay, let us go further. So just have okay, next, how to add, just I will take x is equal to 10, y is equal to 20. Now print x plus y. This is the simple way of going. So I'm added two numbers. For the in C language, you have to write int, you have to declare the variables, and then you have to assign the variables, and then you have to write percentage d, and so many things. In Java, you have to create a class, and so many lines of code you have to write. But in this Python, there is any problem? So simply you are writing, you are assigning the values to the variables, and you are just adding, and this much simple way you are doing. That is the beauty of the Python programming language. Okay, now let us go through basic arithmetic operations in Python. So how the arithmetic operations, what are the arithmetic operators are there in Python? Let us see. Arithmetic operators. Sorry, how to write a comment in Python? With a hash. So it will not give any errors. Okay. So arithmetic operators. So what are the arithmetic operators? What we can do in Python? So let us see that. So this is the one editor. So you can also do this complete editor like a file. You can save x is equal to 10, y is equal to 20, and print x plus y. Now print arithmetic operator, addition, plus operator, x minus y, subtraction. Next, print multiplication, star, x x star y. This is multiplication. Next, what is the division? Print x divided by y. This is division. Next, what is another kind of division is also there. That is integer division. Next, modulo operator. So these are the different arithmetic operators in Python. So let us see, and we have to save this file with .py extension. So we'll create a new folder. So just arth.py. Click on save. Now, if you click on run module, then it will give the output. So you can see the output. First is 30, next one is -10, the third one is 200. We got like this. So let us get back to the again this file. Again, let us write clearly. We are unable to understand addition. Double quotes, comma you put. Next, subtraction, double quotes, comma. Next, multiplication, double quotes, comma. Next, division. Next, so this is a floor division. This is also called integer division. So the output will be integer. Next, reminder. So click on the run module. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, integer division, like that reminder will be there. So like that it will be addition. We'll get to 30, subtraction -10, multiplication 200, division 0.5, integer division. How much we got? 0, reminder 10. Okay. Let us we can understand very clearly now what is happening. Addition is 30, and next subtraction -10, multiplication, division 0.5. So integer division, why we got 0? Because so there will not consider fractional part after that. So then it will be like that. So reminder we got 10. So integer division. Why? So integer division means only integer part will come. It will not get a reminder. So if you make x is equal to 20, then y is equal to 10. Then now you will get some output on module. So click OK. So addition is 30, subtraction is 10, multiplication is 200, division is 2.0, integer division is 2, reminder, there is no reminder actually. So this is the output using arithmetic operators. Please all of you make a note of that. So this is what is clearly arithmetic operators. What is arithmetic operators? What is arithmetic operators? Now you are able to understand very clearly, I think. Okay. So this is what arithmetic operators are all about. And next, so what are the basic data types that are there in Python? First, whenever you start Python, so what types are there? What is the types we have in Python? So let us see that what are the basic types that are available in Python. So let us see x is equal to 10. Then I will type type of x. What is the type of the x? Integer. Now x is equal to 23.5. What is the type? Type of x? Float. Next, x is equal to 23 plus 4j. Now type of x. It is complex. So what are the basic types in Python? Integer is there, float is there, complex. Complex will have two things in it. One is real part, another one is imaginary part. Imaginary part is associated with which one? J. J is equal to root of -1. J. This J is equal to, please remember, square root of -1. Square root of -1. Please remember this, square root of -1. Here I cannot put square root symbol, just I am typing square root of -1 in mathematics. So please remember that this complex number has two forms. One is real part, another one is imaginary part. Who are good in mathematics, they know this already, but who forgot this, for them I am explaining. This complex number has two things, real part as well as imaginary part. Okay, is that clear? So integer, float, and next complex. Next, what is the next type? That so that is Boolean, that is true. So type of x, say this is bool type. So next data type is bool type. Okay, please make a note of this. So integer, float, complex, Boolean means true or false it can store. Next type is a string. X is equal to India. So now type of x is string. Okay. Next string str. Okay. This is the thing that happened. So okay, type x complex. So this Boolean is there. Now string is there. String means group of characters. So these are the basic types in Python. Basic types. So what are the basic types? So integer, float, complex, Boolean, and string. Okay. Please make a note of them. These are very clearly 5 data types in Python. So I am writing them. Okay. So just I am just writing here. I am taking another. Now x is equal to 10. Next print type of x. Y is equal to 10.5. Type x. Next z. Sorry, z is equal to, sorry, I have to type right way. Z is equal to 2 plus 2j. J for jelly means that is a complex number, imaginary type, imaginary part. Z. type Z. Okay. Next Z. Complex. Next ST. String. India. Print. Right. Type ST. Next. These are okay. Integer we got a floating point. Next this and this. Next boolean. So B is equal to true. So print type of B. So we'll save this file. Save as types. So here saying now I am running one module. So we got properly. Please make a note: integer, floating point, complex, string, boolean. These are the basic types in Python. There are many data types are there, plus, but at least you please. I am starting with this basic data types in Python. So integer, float, complex, string, boolean. Okay, integer, float, complex, string, boolean. These are the basic data types in Python. So we gone through the arithmetic operators. We gone through the types. So please make a note of that. So we gone through different arithmetic operations. So is that clear to all? Dear students, is everything is clear, going well? So, okay, nice. Now, let us see. I'm sorry, yesterday, due to some technical problems in my system, I am unable to open another editor. So this basic simple editor you saw, that is idle from python.org. But there is another editor is also there that comes from Anaconda. Anaconda.com. www.anaconda.com. So you can download this spider and install it happily. This is the anaconda.com. Okay, you put hash. This is the comment. Anaconda.com. Anaconda, if you search, if you type in the Google search engine, you will get this anaconda.com. You can also install this spider in your system. And another IDE is PyCharm. Okay, many are there as per your wish, but PyCharm is most famous. I'm using this spider, which is comfortable for me. You can use any IDE, stands for Integrated Development Environment, as per your wish and will. I cannot stop, anybody cannot stop you. So you can enjoy all the different editors and try and experience whichever comfortable for you. You can utilize that. PyCharm and Spider and Jupyter Notebook, these are the IDEs which are famous in Python programming. Okay, is it clear? Okay, now in this also we can develop and run Python programs. Okay, is that clear? Now this anaconda.com is the website for downloading the spider, as well as you will get Jupyter Notebook also with that. So everything as a bundle will come. This is called Python distribution. Why this? because whenever you want to run complex programs which consists of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning, and some other Python libraries. If you are using some complex libraries, this is the very big tool. So you can run any kind of complex levels. So that is the thing that is going on. Okay, is it clear? Okay, now this is like this. Next. Okay, so we can run any sort of programs here. So I am trying. It is very simple and comfortable tool. So now let us see some programs here also. So I explained you the different types in Python. What are the different types that are there? Integer, int, float, next float, next complex, next bool, next what is the next type? Into float, complex, bool, string, str. So these are the 5 types. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 basic types. So please remember them. And next we discussed about the arithmetic operators. Okay. Next, let us take another program. How to take input from the user and try to add 2 numbers. Now let us take input from the user. How to take input? So input using input function. So input function, you can ask for enter a value. Sorry, you can ask for enter a value in this also. Directly you will see some afterwards. So x is equal to input, y is equal to input. Now I'm trying to add them, print x plus y. So I'm trying to add. Now I am trying to run this program. So it is asking for input. 10 I am entered, 20 I entered, then I am hitting enter. What is the output we got? 1020. So why we got 10 plus 20? How much actually? 10 plus 20 is 30, but I got 1020. 10 after 20. Like that, how this is possible? Why? Because whatever we are entering, that is stored as a string, not as a integer. So for that we need to convert them into int using int function. So try to change this int, and we are not getting any prompt over here. So enter a value. You can enter a prompt here. Enter a value. Next, here also you need to convert this into int using int function above input function. Next, if you put like this, and the next you can give enter a value. Enter a value. Okay. Next, if you run the program, now it is asking enter a value 34. I am entering. Next, I am entering 10. 34 plus 10, how much? 44. We got correct output 44 this time. So we got correct output. So what output we got? So I entered 34. Next, after it took 10, and some output, how much I got? 44. Is that clear, my dear students? So this is the how that is happening here. So now 34 I entered. After that 10 I entered. Next, total value become 44. Total value become 44. So that is the thing that happened. Okay, is that clear and fine? Okay, now it is the thing that happened. Okay, This is the input function. In input, how to input in Python? Using input function, just input function. Actually, whatever the user gives input, what type of it, it will be in the string format. It will be in the string format. It will not be of your data type of your choice. Automatically, it will be in the string format. After string format, whatever the type you want to convert, that function you have to write above it. Then it will be converted into that type. Here in this program, which type we are converting? Integer type. We are converting to which type? Integer type. And next, integer type. After the converting into integer type, string is converted into which type? Integer type. So now comfortably you can add. Otherwise, you cannot add. Just if you put plus, they will be concatenated. Two strings will be concatenated. If you don't convert them into int, that will create an error internally. The semantic errors will come. Okay, the output you desire will not come. Is that clear, my dear students? So this is what happens with Python. Be cautious. What is happening inside? You must know it clearly. Otherwise, there is a problem. Okay. This is what input statements in Python. So we learned input statements as well as output statements. Okay. Is that clear? Okay. Next. Okay. Okay. So this is the basic things in Python. So please understand our different IDEs, how we are using. Just to type this program, click this play button, then it will run. And you can save in the file menu. And this just if you click on this play button, it will run. This is the how we are using this Spider IDE. Very simple and easy. And we learned how to use this different this Python basic IDE. How to use this we learned. So just this is very good and nice. This is ideal editor. This is also one type of IDE, simple one. This comes from python.org. And we learned about basic data types in Python. Basic data types, arithmetic operations, and input and output statements. Okay, is that clear? Next, let us see our syllabus ones. So what is the syllabus we have?